Okay, so here we are, Summer of Love 2.0, right? The left is going to resist, and they're going to resist by interfering with the enforcement of actual federal law. Okay, Barack Obama deported 4 million people in his 2 terms, more than any other president in history. It was fine when Barack Obama did it. But now that the Trump administration is doing the same exact thing, well, this is how the left resists. Okay, the galvanization of all anti-Western factions, flying Mexican flags, flying Palestinian flags, etc. Anybody who's flying a flag other than the American flag is not a friend of yours, I assure you. So anyway, without going down that whole rabbit hole of the absurdity of the politics involved from that particular faction, let's talk about what security risk this poses to you and your family. Well, it should be obvious. If you live anywhere near large blue urban areas, you are going to be seeing demonstrations. Hopefully they are peaceful, but very likely they will not remain peaceful. Okay, the mainstream media is telling you what happened in LA is peaceful, yet you have cars being set on fire, bricks thrown at law enforcement. Yes, it looks very peaceful, right? This is going to escalate. It's going to escalate. It's going to emerge in all of the larger blue urban lousy places that, if you have a clue, you don't want to be anyway. Okay, but even if you're in the suburbs around these places, you may likely encounter all of the pawns who are taking to the streets for the globalist cabal and their effort to undermine Western civilization. That's what this is. Have what you need in your vehicle. Have a sling bag or a backpack you can throw on real quickly, and be wearing clothing and your packs, etc., that look mundane. Certainly don't be wearing your MAGA cap if you're anywhere around blue urban areas. Okay, you want to be able to blend right in. If you need to abandon the vehicle because it's boxing and you can't move, you need to be able to walk right out, you and anybody with you, and just look like part of the crowd until you can escape the crowd. Okay, avoid any place that you know that there's a demonstration scheduled for. Okay, absolutely avoid it. If you get close to such a place, if you're on the road, on the highway, be willing to turn off sooner than later. Take an exit and get out of there long before you get to the group of misfits who have the highway closed off and shut down. Okay, don't let curiosity get the best of you. Pay attention to what is happening. Be armed at all times, and do not go to places that disarm you. Even if you're armed, obviously most of the time when you're dealing with crowds, even if they're getting violent, the answer is very rarely to step out of your vehicle and start shooting, obviously, right? It's just a losing proposition. Also, even in these mobs that get violent, you'd be surprised how just a few bad actors can make the scene really bad, right? Probably 90% of the crowd is not directly doing anything violent. Okay, so you want to be able to just blend in among them until you can escape the mob if you get caught up in it. But the overriding principle: do not get caught in it if at all possible. Do not be curious to go into town to see what's going on. Avoid it at all costs. In your home, now's the time to have defensive shotguns and rifles at the ready. Okay, I don't think we're going to see much in the way of these demonstrations really getting aggressive coming through suburban areas, certainly not through rural areas. But, if you're close to urban areas, be at the ready. If you have a demonstration going through the neighborhood, do not leave the house. Don't go out and scream at people and start a confrontation. Certainly don't go out with guns in hand to intimidate people. Stay in the house with everything locked and barricaded. If there is a breach of your home, then you deal with it as necessary with force. If people come to the home with incendiary devices to burn it while you and your family are within, that needs to be met with force as well. Outside of that, let them protest, let them scream and yell, let them walk past. Do not interfere. Okay? So just some things to bear in mind. Here we are again, okay? All of the anti-West fanatics are converging now around this particular issue. This is their new jihad, keeping illegal aliens from being deported from the country. Stay away from the demonstrations that they have.